Hey preppers, Homestead Prepper here. The Homestead Prepper is starting a book club, and this is on my recommended reading list right here. And no, you probably won't see these books on the Oprah Winfrey book club list. You're just not going to see them. And these are some books that I've read and I'm reading, and I'm recommending them. And if you're a prepper, the more knowledge that you can stick between your ears, the better off you're going to be. And you can have 17 AR-15s, and you can have 10 AR-10s, and you can have 90,000 rounds of ammo, and you can have enough food storage for 20 people for 20 years. But if you get all cleaned out by looters, or your supply burns down, or something unexpected happens, like I said before, the only thing you're going to have to rely on is what's in your head. And this is what you need to be packing your head full of, is this stuff right here. So these are just my recommendations. So we'll get started. This is a book I think everyone should own, even if you're not religious. The Bible is loaded with all kinds of wisdom. It can give you comfort, and it can also give you some direction. So I recommend you get a Bible. Now my Bible is the standard version. It's written in plain English. It makes it easy to understand for me. Now I know some people like the Old English thing, and that's what they grew up with, and hey, that's fine. And I guess some of the people like the one that's written in Aramaic and ancient Hebrew, and you can do your own interpretations. Whatever works for you, this is the book I recommend. Another book I recommend here, I just got done reading this one, is this book right here by James Wesley Rawls, How to Survive the End of the World as We Know It. This book smokes. Everybody should have one of these. If you're a prepper, or if you're thinking about being a prepper, read this book, start getting some practical information. Now, what we do is my wife will go to the library, and I'll see a book I'm interested in, and she'll get it, and we'll preview it. And if we like it, we'll buy it. Now this book on CD right here, now this is the first time I've ever really listened to a book on CD. Usually I try to read them because I'm old-fashioned. But this was a great idea, because as I'm going job to job, I can pop this in the CD player, the MP3 player, and I can listen to this book and glean this information as I'm going job to job, if I can listen to it without too many interruptions from the cell phone. But I highly recommend it. Now this book recommended this book, and Gardening When It Counts, Growing Food in Hard Times. Now this is an excellent book. It's loaded with all kinds of practical information. It's got some diagrams, and it shows how to garden without ammonium nitrated fertilizer, how you can get your own natural fertilizer, how to make stuff actually grow. It talks about common mistakes that people made. I've made some mistakes here this thing's talked about. Highly recommend it. And if you're thinking about starting a garden, I recommend you get your garden started right now. Hard times are coming, folks. So be prepared. That's what prepping is all about. So learn how to garden. Excuse me. Another book I've been reading here is this book right here. This was written in 2008, and the guy has made some predictions here that have come true. So this is a great book. Check this book out too, by Howard J. Ruff. And I really don't think that we're going to have like a Road Warrior scenario, but I'm prepping for it nonetheless, just in case. And if you think you're going to have something like that, I recommend you get some of these field manuals. These things are great. They're loaded with information. You can study them, and you can really get some good stuff out of it. And if you think gangs are going to attack you or whatever, these are the books to have, the field manuals. And one place you can get them from is Cheaper Than Dirt, cheaperthandirt.com. They got them. Well, they got some of them. Some of them you can't get from there. You can get them from Army Navy surplus stores. You can find them sometimes at garage sales. They're around. They're really good. Recommend you get some of those. And This is a book I just got done reading right here. this is it's a fictional book. It's about an EM pulse. I also read the book 1 Second After. That was a good book too. But this book right here, it like I said, it's fictional, but it kind of gives you some really good examples of things you might run into if the crap does hit the fan. So I highly recommend this book, and it more or less talks about, you know, they have a situation, they're not prepared, and what they have to go through to get stuff when they should have been prepared to begin with. So check this book out. And another great book of excellent reading is a John Deere service manual. Okay, well, this, if you have any equipment or if you have any vehicles, I recommend you get a service manual. And one of these will be invaluable if the crap hits the fan and you need to know how to fix something. It gives all kinds of diagrams and shows how things are put together and how to take them apart. So anyway, like I said, just a couple things right here, a couple books, and read, learn, and prepare. That's the Homestead Prepper signing out.